Welcome back to video number 1. Well, as it turns out, that whole book club opening was just a precursor on one night because there was another night. And of course, the information is now being drip fed into the media. So let's just cover this really quickly because we've already covered what happened on night 1. All right, let's go. Everybody is talking about this bookstore opening and how one of the people that opened it is on the panel at WME, which is how I think Meghan got her foot in the door to even, be there. But it's a new bookstore called Godmother's. It opened in Summerlin, California, and there was a Friday night welcoming party and then events on Saturday. So when you saw Meghan in the blue, or I don't know if that's blue or black, jumpsuit that she's wearing, that was Saturday. The other event was on Friday. And of course, they held back those pictures so that they could drip feed them to the media. It was Saturday, not Friday, when she was on that panel along with a bunch of other people. We've already discussed all of this. Now, she was interrupted while she was speaking because Oprah was coming from the green room and she walked in while Meghan was talking. So Meghan Markle was on the stage talking about how she loved books and she loved going to the library and there's safety in books and she would pick it up and put it on the shelf and it was fabulous. And this is when Oprah came walking in and Meghan totally lost her concentration. It was the oddest thing. Look at her. It's like you interrupted my story and then she needed to get her train of thought back. But anyway, the night went on. We all saw the pictures. Now, the interesting thing about this entire thing is they're claiming in the article that Meghan's 2024 PR strategy has been to lay low. Am I missing something? Because this year she did not lay low at all. Or am I wrong on that one? Please remember the other people there besides her and Oprah were author Shaka Senghor, I believe is how you say it, astrologer Gettr Reed. That's probably good because after all, she thinks that she's talking to Diana. The business owner, Jennifer Rudolph Walsh, who is a board member on WME, which is the agency that's representing Meghan. And of course, Victoria Jackson, the former makeup artist and beauty brand owner, who she apparently was introduced to Meghan through Gloria Steinem. And they're putting down that they've been Montecito besties ever since. So, of course, the article says, other than their much celebrated visits to Nigeria and Colombia, which we know is untrue, they avoided the red carpets at the ESPYs in July. That's because they weren't invited. Instead, they let Harry do the acceptance speech for the Pat Tillman Award, but they didn't talk about how they were heckled as they left the building, which they absolutely were. We played it for you. Now, that all took place on Saturday night. On Friday night, there was a friends and family event, and that is where Harry went. And it said that they hung out with Jennifer Walsh and Victoria Jackson, and that Oprah was there, and Ellen DeGeneres, and her special person, and Ted Sarandos from, Netflix. Now, it looks to me, and this is just my own observation, that the way the books were moved around, because remember there was a little bit of video and then, pictures of the books, and it looks like they specifically moved the spare and the bench so that they were more in, more in eyesight for, purchasing. Other things that I noticed was the article said, oh, here's Meghan in her favorite monochrome outfit. Her favorite monochrome? Isn't she the one that said that she dressed in these beige, boring colors because the royal family made her do it because she wasn't supposed to wear the same color as them? I do believe that's what she said, but suddenly it's, this is her favorite color palette. She greeted Oprah with a big hug. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I believe that they have a very good working business relationship. That interview that they did in 2021 did not go over well. It's all but literally been scrubbed off of the internet. And of course, you can shoot in there on Meghan's ring, which clearly shows that the center stone has been changed to a much larger stone. And no, that is not her pinky ring because she's wearing the diamond pinky ring on the other hand. So it's not that. Now, this whole godmother thing came because when Harry had his own book party in Beverly Hills, apparently Oprah Winfrey was there. So he thanked Winfrey, Walsh, and Jackson for being his fairy godmothers. And of course, because of that, Harry's book Spare, as I just showed you, was displayed very boldly at the store right next to the bench. Now, for those of you who also don't know, this is the last time that Meghan and Oprah were together or in pictures since 2021. That was the last time. Now, this bookstore is apparently like a 10-minute drive from around the corner from where Harry and Meghan live, and therefore, I guess, by where Oprah lives, since they live in the same apparent neighborhood. So they had professional photographer there to take professional photos of everybody. Here's what I don't understand. And no, I'm not being smart. Why is Oprah's mouth open like she's surprised in every single picture? So she and Harry went on the first night. They hung out and they did whatever it is they're doing. But reports are that for the second night, after sharing her own remarks, listening intently, they said, to others' messages from the front row, Meghan made a dash for the door because she has to make dinner for the kids. Okay. Anybody here who thinks they don't have a cook in their house you're deluded. She has a maid. She doesn't clean an 18,000 square foot house by herself. She has a pool man. She has a lawn man. She has nannies, and she has a cook. Now, of course, Miss Jackson, who invited them there, went on about how Harry and Meghan were at ease and said, and I'm quoting, "Seeing them be able to come here and be in a safe space, it's what we all want it to be." And that's because when Meghan spoke, this is what she said, and I'm quoting, "Thank you for not just creating the space, but for holding the space for so many of us to feel seen through the pages in laughter and in grief, in feeling less alone." Oh my goodness. No offense, you guys, but who talks like that? Nobody talks like that in real life. They just don't. Now, one other comment before anybody says anything. She is wearing a very expensive outfit as usual. I just don't think that when you're wearing a white shirt and white pants, a black bra is a good idea. It shows through. She's done that repeatedly. It's just, I don't get it. No. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for all notifications. Go down into the description box where you'll find the link for video number 2. Follow me over. You're definitely not going to want to miss that one. Let's go.